Hi guys, thanks for joining me for another video. This one is a call out to Worcester. I was here a few months ago and the fan was gone and I've replaced the fan, and now I'm back because the customer's reported it is leaking, and let's have a look. So we're under the boiler, Worcester Junior. Let's see what's leaking. Oh, there it is. It can only be the left hand block because the customer has not reported the pressure gone down, so the pressure is still where it is. So it must be the left hand block. Let's rip the case off and have a look. First of all, let's isolate the boiler. Blue light off. Yep, it's off. We'll get the fuse out. 3 amp fuse. Gloves on first. Protect those hands. There you go, here's the right hand block, just back there. If I move that out the way, you can just see it. I don't know in the video you can, but see, just coming off the side there. Clearly I've got the part in my van. I'll go and get it, and then we crack on. First things first, let's undo the temperature sensor, hot water temperature sensor. Move the condense out the way. Let's isolate the flow and returns under the boiler. That's it, it's all isolated. Might as well just do the gas while you're at it. And yes, straight away that water's stopping. A bit of WD-40. I just like to lubricate all that with WD-40, all the joints, just so it comes away easier. These as well. Let's drain the boiler. Hose pipe straight into the condense outlet. If it fits, it should do. There we go. Draining. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. So that's how I'm draining from the drain straight to the condense. I'm gonna recharge the vessel. Sorry for the bad lighting, I'm in a little cupboard. Regan pump, and it's flat as usual. You can hear the gurgling now and the expansion vessel pressure. 1 bar, gurgling has stopped. And now I'll just put some LDF on the Schrader core, make sure that's not passing. And the expansion vessel's done. Let's crack these open. Might as well get this out because we're going to replace the whole block. Drop the plate heat exchanger. I've got my own plumb tub to the ready. Plumb tub underneath the plate heat exchanger. Just the one last screw that holds the manifold for the hydro block to the boiler chassis. Right, that's all free and loose. Then there we go, done. A bit of backward forward shimmy shimmy, and it all comes out. That's out. Let's have a quick inspection of the plate heat exchanger. It looks alright. It actually is not black in there, so therefore I'm not going to do anything with the plate heat exchanger. That can stay as it is. Give the AAV a clean. There we go, that's coming out. There we go, that's come out nice and easy. Now to give that a clean. Right, AAV's been cleaned out. I'm happy with that. Plenty of lube. And put it back in. AAV done. New hydro block, more lube. That's my favorite poly pipe. I always lubricate and stick that washer back in. And before you forget, always remove these old washers and make sure you check that it's gone all the way around, that the washer is not broken and stays there, because it will not make a good seal. And then you have to strip it all again. So plenty of lube. The nice thing about Worcester's is you can reuse all the pipes and connections with the old rubber seals. They're really heavy duty. I don't think I've ever had to replace them when carrying this work out. But on the old block, if you look at that, that's worn away so much. These are the plate heat exchanger washers, so I'll definitely be replacing them. So that's all lubricated and ready to go back in. So first things first, do the hard one, which is the bypass one. But there you go, it's gone in straight away. Right, that's in. And what you want to do here is just put everything back together loosely. There we go. And now to the plate heat exchanger. There we go. Now we tighten that back up. That's the hardest part of the job all done. Now to just lubricate these up. Done. In that goes. There we go. In that one goes. Perfect. And now these clips. In. in, and there we go, done. Simples. These washers I always replace, these are always fiber washers, I always do new. Temperature sensor. Now to quickly just tighten everything up. Let's isolate the drain off. Pump back on. Igniter's cable back on. Condi back in. Before we do anything else, let's turn the water back on. And eureka, no leaks. There we go. That's on. Moment of truth. That blue light doing me a slow flash. That's the problem with these boilers. You just want to turn the fucking power off and then you turn it back on, the fucking PCB shits itself. Alright, hairdryer trick. Let's try it. So the boiler is giving me a flashing blue light, usually off, and then it flashes on once every 5 seconds or so, along with a reset light, the red reset light. And basically that says ignition lockout, blah blah blah, but it's not even trying to fire. And then right at the bottom it says could be PCB. So as we know, the boiler is old, and we know that this sort of turning the power off can cause the PCB to shit itself. Sometimes heating it up with a hairdryer can bring it back to life. So we can give it a try. But this PCB is bone dry, so yeah, I haven't got any water in it. And there you go, boiler's back on. I shit you not, the hairdryer trick does work. This hairdryer, I believe, is more than 20 years old, and it's just brought the boiler back to life. So top tip, get yourself a hairdryer. Nick your mum's hairdryer, nick your girlfriend's hairdryer, nick your wife's hairdryer, fucking nick your kid's hairdryer for all I care. Just make sure you have a hairdryer in your van. Right, let's put the hot water tap on. There you go, green light. We're alive. No more leaks. And now for some coffee from a nice pretty cup. And on to the next one. Have a good one, guys.